Chairman Emeritus, the gentlelady from North Carolina, Ms. Foxx.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Madam Secretary, for being here and being willing to take on the challenges that you are taking on with the department. Madam Secretary, Parent Plus loans were created by Congress in 1980 to help middle and upper income families access additional funds they might need to make tuition payments for their undergraduate children. It was never intended to be the predominant source of funding for college, but since the limits on how much could be borrowed were eliminated in the early 1990s, the program has turned into the funding of first resort for too many American families, including those who have no ability to repay the large loan amounts that the government makes available. Indeed, the former president and CEO of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund called the program a ticking time bomb. Politico called it the government's predatory lending program, and the Georgetown Law Center on Poverty and Equality said the program imposes serious risk, including crushing unrepayable debt. And for Black families in particular, Parent Plus loans too often have the ability to be debilitating, as noted by a senior vice president at the United Negro College Fund. Recognizing this, the Student Success and Taxpayer Protection Plan, which was included in the One Big Beautiful Bill and is awaiting action in the Senate, established a lifetime cap of $50,000 to protect families from overborrowing under the Parent Plus program, and couple this with additional borrowing flexibility through lower interest Stafford loans. What's the administration's view of the need to put limits on how much parents can borrow under the federal loan programs like Parent Plus program?
Well, we certainly do support, the limitations, because I think what we've seen, you know better than anyone, Congresswoman, that $1.7 trillion in student loan debt is unacceptable and unsustainable in our country. And when colleges and universities can absolutely set the limit on loans of attendance, and the government will loan that amount, that is just leading to more and more debt. And we have to put some caps, we have to put things in place. And I applaud all the many efforts that you have undertaken to reduce the cost of college.
Thank you very much. Madam Secretary, each year the federal government provides over $100 billion in grants and loans through the federal financial aid programs without any accountability as to whether these dollars leave students better off. Indeed, studies show that 1/3 of students are enrolled in programs that have a negative return on investment, meaning those programs leave students financially worse off than if they had never enrolled in college in the first place. In your view, is it necessary that Congress address the lack of accountability in post-secondary education?
Yes, I do think, and as I mentioned a little earlier, I do think that colleges and universities should have some skin in the game for programs that they are offering that can't possibly be repaid. But one of the things I think it is really important, if I may, is to say that I believe that there should be more education for parents and students in advance of borrowing. One of the things that we are undertaking, it's not in place yet, but we are looking at it, is in the FAFSA application of having information that says, if you were borrowing this much money and you want to attend X university, this is the amount of money that you could earn with having this degree. So take a look at universities across the country and what the mean amount is to take that course. Is this the university you want to go to, or would you go to another one? Because now you can see exactly what kind of jeopardy, if you will, or what kind of debt you're going to owe and be able to repay. And I think that's really important.
I agree completely with you. Madam Secretary, one more question. Universities are increasingly concerned with creating cultures of inclusion and belonging, but in recent years we've seen these institutions turn the other way when Jewish students are excluded or subjected to litmus tests about Israel and Zionism. In your opinion, what message does it send to Jewish and Israeli students and faculty on college campuses when universities entertain calls to boycott and divest from Israel? And what is the Department of Education doing to rein in the damage that BDS causes in higher education?
Well, we've certainly taken universities to task already through the programs with Columbia that you've seen of reducing or of stopping their funding, $400 billion. And right now, other departments or agencies, HHS, GSA involved, we've cut Harvard's funding by $2.2 billion, and additional $450 million, I think is the correct number. We're putting teeth behind these Title VI violations. Before, I think it was Representative Scott that said maybe the talk is cheap. Well, we've put teeth in these efforts.
Thank you, Madam Secretary, and thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
I thank the gentlelady.